snacks. What it do, snackers, snackettes, and snack X's? It's your boy Gage. We're here at AwesomeCon 2023. AwesomeCon. I appreciate that, Zaina. Thank you so much. I have the esteemed pleasure of being here backstage. It's like backstage with Rob Paulsen.
Hey, Gage.
Super awesome to meet you.
My great pleasure, buddy. I'm very, very pleased to be here.
I'm glad you are. It's flattering on my end to have you take the time. So it means a lot. Thank you so much.
Total pleasure.
Thank you. Listen, how did you find out about AwesomeCon?
I was introduced to AwesomeCon by being very kindly being invited. I think this is my third shot at AwesomeCon.
Yeah.
And it's aptly named. It is an awesome con. This space is enormous.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what the number is in terms of the attendance?
We don't, but we usually find out at the end. Like they'll usually put something out that tells us how many people. This year definitely feels like more than we've been coming since the beginning, so this is the 10th anniversary.
Right.
This is a local con for us. So,
but it's pretty well attended.
Absolutely.
And they do such a good job of giving everybody room on the floor, the artist floor.
Yeah.
We have plenty of room doing autographs. And you know what? As a guy who's done, I don't know, hundreds of these, if you bring a family, my God, by the time you walk in, you might drive 4 or 5 states away, maybe fly. Hotels are at least $1.50, $2 a night. Got 2 or 3 kids, you got to park, you got to come in, pay a ticket, stand in line, blah, 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 blah. This is a great event because it's not hard to take your kids to the bathroom.
Correct.
You know, a hot dog is not $17. If you go to New York Comic Con or San Diego or Denver, all of them are great for guys like me because we get to go and back. But man, if you got to take your kids,
it's tough.
It's difficult. This is a great family-friendly con, and it's effortless.
I love hearing that. I mean, look, I've seen you attend a lot of cons. I've seen you interact with people. Is that your favorite thing about the convention?
Oh yeah,
the convention space is it the? It seems to me again like. My daughter was brought up on the same thing that I was brought up on. You meant so much to so many people's childhoods, and to see that kind of that lineage, that line, to have people who are
Gage. Look, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm old enough now to have a legacy of characters, some of which are arguably iconic, right? But I don't draw them and I don't write them.
Sure.
Now, there is certainly something that's really accessible with the voice,
Yeah, you give them life.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. But now, since I'm old enough to have that legacy of characters, I'm still young enough where I can travel around and do this.
Yeah.
It's pretty arduous, but ain't nobody forcing me to do it. I love to do this. And I'm telling you, every single event, Gage, I will meet more than a half a dozen people who become tearful.
Oh yeah.
Talking about Mr. Paulsen. I was in the foster system and from the time I was 6 months old till I was 18, and I never knew my family. I had to go to 4 different homes, but as long as there was a television, oh my God.
I felt like I was at home.
Yeah. Or I had trouble relating to kids at a new school, but with Ninja Turtles, I had this sort of de facto family and something to which I could relate to other kids. The stuff I hear about the depths to which these characters connect with people is something that is, it's not about money, it's not about ratings, it's not about action figures, it's an
emotional connection.
Extreme emotional connection. And it is just love from both sides of the equation. So thank you so much. You'll never know what it means to us.
And listen, I wish there was a way to convey that. You know what I mean? Like I think people have that kind of a difficulty conveying it to you. You know what I mean? They say it as best as they can. And we appreciate you. We appreciate what you do.
Oh, I know. And it's so genuine.
Yeah.
It's quite remarkable to see people who are ostensible strangers come up and they're shaking, or my mom just passed away from ovarian cancer, but this is her last month watching Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
Only thing that made her laugh. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, really.
So it's
It's really tough.
I have no trouble talking.
Yeah.
But that's where I get shut up. I don't know what to say.
Do you have favorites? Like you're like, do you prefer a Donatello versus a Raphael? I mean, you know, how do you end up not getting Raphael?
Oh, on the second
goat.
Well, that was an interesting story, having been Raphael probably before any of you were born, which is crazy. I was at Nickelodeon working on a show called Danny Phantom, and I got oh, you like Danny Phantom? I'm Jack Fenton, I'm Danny's father, and I'm the box ghost. And I'm also Texas, so be careful with yourself. That's the best part of my gig. I got a call from my agent, said, you know, Nickelodeon now owns the rights to Turtles.
Yeah.
So they're casting a new animated series, and they want you to come in and read. And I said, well, sure, but do they know who I am?
Right.
Not out of arrogance.
Sure.
But I was Raphael for 1,000,000 years.
Correct.
And they said they know exactly who you are, but they think that you might be interesting for their vision of what they'd like from Donatello. So I said, okay.
Yeah.
And I went in and read, and I think it was 4 or 5 callbacks, and I got the job.
4 or 5?
Yeah. It was great. The last time I went in, this is how important Ninja Turtles is to anybody, especially if you're an actor. The final callback at Nickelodeon, I walked in, it was between 3 of us. I got there, Jason Bateman and John Cryer. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Ninja Turtles, dude.
We want to do it.
It's a huge deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's super cool. What do you still want to do?
Oh, God.
That you haven't done?
Well, I haven't done time, and I'm not interested in that.
Okay,
no.
I was gonna say, 'cause I'm sure we could make that happen, but I don't know if we want to.
No, I'll take care of that myself, I'm sure. I don't know. If I were to punch my ticket right now, apart from the fact that it would be very inconvenient for you and your viewers,
Sure.
I have had nothing but a remarkable career and life. What I would like to do, I think it'd be nice to do some more on-camera stuff.
Oh yeah.
And maybe someday work with my friend the Brain.
Oh yeah, maybe a little
What I'm pondering?
I think so, Brain. But if Jimmy cracks corner, nobody cares. Why does he keep doing it?
I got it.
That was my friend the Brain. Isn't he handsome?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
I'd like to do more on camera stuff, but honestly, if I could keep doing this and traveling around the world and meeting people and shaking hands, honest to Christ, I don't know that there's a better way to move through life. I have won the lottery. I've met all these lovely, nice people, and I have a superpower. Watch this beautiful girl right here. All I have to do is say, Narf. Look at that.
That's
crazy.
That's exactly right.
And all of these old,
Right.
hackneyed old showbiz guys, they're all laughing.
Awesome.
So anyway, thanks a lot.
Listen, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for doing this. Listen, Awesome Con, day 3. That's the way to end it. We're out. Toodles and loos.
Narf. Thank you.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? Did you like what you just saw? Would you like to help us grow? Here's what you can do. Shoot over to patreon.com/loading snacks, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform of choice. Appreciate you.